FilPass is an innovative Filipino pioneer startup that utilizes blockchain technology to issue and authenticate documents for schools through the use of digital identity wallets with school partners such as DLSU Lipa, AMA University, and the FINMA Education Network. Rebekah Kieng is the co-founder and business development lead at FilPass. So hello, Becca. We're very happy to have you dito sa Startup Podcast.
Hi, Johnny. Thank you so much for inviting us also. Actually, nagtaka talaga ako. Sabi ko, uy, ang cool. May startup podcast to talk about the Philippine local scene, right? Okay siya.
Yeah, actually, we want somehow to make startups mainstream. And especially now, yung blockchain technology is very new. And I'm really surprised that FilPass and actually some other startups, parang they're really using blockchain technology to solve problems sa ating lipunan. So, let's start with the first question. So, ano nga ba ang FilPass?
Okay. So, FilPass is actually a company that helps schools and other organizations save money by building student careers. Siyempre, yung back-end niya is blockchain to make sure that there's no data privacy issues. And that's pretty much like a defining feature na we don't have in the Philippines. But we really wanted to share blockchain sa Philippines and tell them na, it's not just cryptocurrency and gaming. You can use it for business, transactions, and actually for document management as well. So that's how we came to start with that. Kasi sabi namin, sana hindi left behind ng Philippines. So nagdagdag kami ng blockchain.
Yeah, actually, blockchain tech is somehow being used na in some other countries. Pero I'm really glad that FilPass is one of those startups that really parang popularizing the use of blockchain dito sa Pilipinas. Pero ayun nga, so ano ba muna ang blockchain? Can you just give us a brief parang explanation? Ano ba itong blockchain na ito?
Actually, blockchain is something that not a lot of people understand. Pero if i-basic terms ko na lang siya para easier to understand. It's like a network that's decentralized, but you make sure that every single document or data that you put in cannot be copied to the point na it is hacked. Kasi a lot of data, di ba kapag ka nasa companies, let's say your database, your contacts. The problem is if it's in Google Sheets or Excel, it can easily be stolen. Like someone just downloads and it's theirs. In blockchain, actually, if you mix it with certain types of technology, you can make sure that the data is verifiable. Tapos you can validate it. And at the same time, hindi siya yung parang mada-download ka agad-agad kapag ayaw mo ma-download ng mga tao. So, it helps people with taking care of whatever important files that they have. And it's quite seen actually sa crypto, pero instead of document, pera din nagay nila.
If I understand correctly, pag centralized nga kasi, pag na-hack yung computer na yun, wala na, Pero pag decentralized, maraming computers, kumbaga yung nag-ensure nung validity and nung protection nung documents like FilPass nga. Pero, so FilPass is using blockchain tech for schools, no? So, ano ba itong problem ng schools? And I think health certificate issuers, no? What problem is FilPass really solving with blockchain tech?
Mostly it's the document management and tracking side of schools. Because currently, I think one of the biggest issues right now of the students is that when they graduate, tapos they request for a document sa school, they tend to take 2 weeks, 2 months, and sometimes a year kapag may backlog sa document. So they don't get their transcripts, they don't get their certificates, they can't apply for a job. And talaga nakaka-bother siya sa lipunan. Imagine mo, graduate ka, hindi ka makakuha ng job. Tapos, you're just gonna stay at home and do what, diba? So, we're like, ano ba yan? May problem talaga yung, unemployment. Dumagdag pa yung graduates, hindi makakuha ng job. So, we're like, sige, gawa tayong solution. So, FilPass made the system with blockchain na kapag the schools take our system, all they have to do is that pagka-request ng student, they press a button. Let's say you're a student, you press the button, and then automatic payment. The school receives a notification and approves it. And once it's approved, pwede na nila makuha yung document same day. And actually, kahit 5 minutes nga lang sa kanila na eh. Tapos it's super easy to get. And it solves all the problems of students and makes sure that the school actually earns from it. Kasi nakakuha na yung pera faster, di ba? No student complaints. No one's flooding their email. They don't even need to hire so much people just to get like 10,000 people, di ba? Like fix all the enrollment forms, ganyan. So imagine mo, one system doing the work of like 20 people.
Yeah.
Like a whole department.
Now that you mention it, it's really mind-blowing for me. I'm an industrial engineer and actually I've worked somehow with our schools, UP, University of the Philippines. Yung process nga ng pagkuha ng transcript, ganyan, ng documents. Tapos, it's true, na minsan kaya tumatagal yung pagkuha ng transcript because of validation ng authenticity. Dadaan pa sa maraming pirma para ma-ensure yung authenticity ng document na yan. Pero, when it is blockchain authenticated, so sure na tayo na authentic yung document na yan. Hindi na kailangan dumaan sa marami pang mga signatories, mga tao. Automatic, no? Kumbaga, maybe may certain technology or investment na kailangan gamitin. Pero once implemented na yun, madali lang kuhanin yung mga authentic documents. So, it really saves a lot of time. And as you've said nga, parang for our employment issues sa Pilipinas, especially yung schools, meron ng benefit for them. They can save a lot of resources. So, it's really amazing.
Actually, sige po. Sorry. I wanted to add kasi na if na yun, pirmahan, next time with blockchain, magsuscan ka lang with a phone. As in, you just scan it. Alam mo yung kapag nasa grocery ka, tapos may barcode, tapos kinascan nila for the price. Ito naman, blockchain scanning. Pagka-scan ng school or pagka-scan ng student ng document, or maybe HR in other companies, they just scan it and they get the document. So, it's really fast and it'll validate it. Di na sila tatawag sa school to say, investigation po. Nothing,
Amazing. Actually, very amazing now that I think of it. Parang kung na mag-a-apply ka sa grad school maybe or sa work.
Yes.
Ipapakita mo yung phone mo, ganyan, di ba? Or something.
Yeah, and then when they scan, all your grades will appear and it's validated na lahat. Yeah.
Okay. Mind blown, really.
Diba?
Yeah, so I think FilPass also is parang gumagawa ko ng parang digital ID, no? So can you just parang explain parang ano ba tong ID na to? So ito na ba yung all-in-one ID na andito na lahat ng information ko or ng documents ko, ganun? So how does it work ba?
Precisely, you got it. Okay, so the ID is super cool. When you open the ID, meron tong blockchain secured QR code, syempre, to make sure data privacy. Pero you can actually put all your credentials inside. So it means diploma, transcript, grades mo. Pati nga if nag-internship ka or nag-work in other industries, you can actually put it in. So in our hope sana in the future, if yung government in-adapt, pati lahat ng government ID pwede nyo nang ipasok para hindi na kayo magka-problema. Because did you know, in other countries like Singapore or like Estonia, they use blockchain for government and school. So imagine yung documents nila, saka yung like government ID, pag pinasa sa company, automatic no one's gonna ask about it anymore. They're like, verified na by the government and the school. So we're like, sana all. Yeah, that's super cool. And the ID also has merchant discounts. So actually, just to put and plug it in, to everyone who's watching, the ID actually has discounts. So if you want to register for your own ID, we're giving it away for free for this year. Just go to app.filpass.ph and then register for an ID and then makuha niyo na lahat ng discounts to mga cheesecakes, pati yung mga food, mga laptops, phones na partners namin. So you can check it out at the website.
Okay. So I'll do it right now. and I'll also invite our listeners to do it right now. Kasi yun nga, I mean, sige, may discounts now. Pero I mean, ang bigger benefit naman ito for us really is yung convenience later on. So I'm really excited now with what really FilPass is building or wanting to do. But I think FilPass already has some partner schools, or I think partner government agencies ba, or partner health certificate. Yes. So can you just share some of this para alam natin kung ano ba ang nabibuild na ni FilPass?
Okay, so currently we are partnered with PHINMA Education Network, AMA University, Lipa, CIO Forum Foundation sa government side yan. And then, meron din kaming iba-ibang partners actually na baka hindi na masyado kilala, so hindi ko na siya i-mention. But these are the names that are quite familiar. They're using us for their diploma na. So, imagine mo, advanced na ibang schools, pagka mag-apply students nila. Meron nga kami story, isang student, natamad yata siya kumuha ng documents or files. Dinala niya ng phone niya, nag-walk-in siya. Tapos pinakita niya lang yung phone, pagka-scan, nakita na credentials. They're like, okay, sige, we'll process it na. Tapos pre-process. I think after a while, she got the job naman. Yeah, so it was quite fast and convenient also for people finding jobs.
Pero on the side of the employer, like you also partner with those employers, parang how do, sino employers yung mga mag-a-accept nung blockchain scanning na yun, kumbaga?
Actually, sa employers, they don't even need to be our partners to accept it. Kasi once they scan the QR, it signifies na lalabas na lahat ng documents. And then, hindi na sila tatawag sa school. Kasi if yung school, di ba usually after that, they call a school and they're gonna be like, uy, totoo ba yung document? And then, the school should check the database pa and say, we'll call you back later to check. Pero now, they can just answer, please scan our QR code. If it's with FilPass, okay na yan. And then, it just fixes the whole story and makes it fast.
Wow, amazing. And meron din kayong health certificate accreditation for COVID-19.
Meron. So, in case you guys want to take COVID tests, meron din kami website for that. It's called booking.filpass.ph. So, you just log in, put in where you are, and then yung doctor mismo pupunta sa bahay mo para to take your test. And then, bibigyan namin yung results automatically. And then, since blockchain secured na siya, pagpunta mo sa 288 airlines worldwide, accredited na siya. Pwede ka na pumasok. Hindi na sila magsasabi na, ay, Pilipinas, hindi namin accept. Wala nang ganun. So, pasok na sila.
Wow, amazing. Yeah. Very amazing. I'm really mind-blown na
Super cool.
I mean, I didn't know this beforehand, pero meron palang ganitong startup. So, I'm really imagining the future na, kumbaga, napakadali na ng pag-authenticate. Kasi napakalaking problema niyan, sa totoo lang. Lalo lang sa airport na mahaba pa yung pila dahil sa, what you call this, sa immigration, sa, ayan. Yeah, but on this on this accreditation side, how have you done it, like with 288 airlines, and how have you built like this network na mag-accept ng FilPass documents or parang ng inyong process?
Well, to be fair naman, hindi naman kami sobrang kilala pa kasi syempre startup eh. Pero for the people na we're with, yes, we are known in the industry, at least for NCR kilala siya. The reason as to how we got the 288 airlines is because we partnered with someone actually na sa Singapore. If you're familiar with health certs in Singapore, I'm not sure if kilala siya sa Philippines, pero to give a background, health cert Singapore kasi accredits yung mga people na pwede magbigay ng COVID test results. And then, since partner na siya nung parang doon, and then we kind of attached ourselves with them. In the end, we both got a QR code that's accepted by those airlines.
Wow, pero really amazing ang ginagawa ni FilPass. I'm really surprised about this startup, and it's pretty sad na ngayon ko nalaman to. I should have utilized this before.
Sayang ito. Yeah.
So anyway, can we know parang some backstories? Anong year nga ba nang start si FilPass? And maybe can we know more about the founding team? Can you share some of those stories?
Okay, so actually officially nag-start sa Philippines as FilPass last year lang. It's very, very early actually. Mga 1-year-old pa lang siya dito. Pero, we actually partnered with a branch. Yung technology that we're using is from Edufied. Edufied is actually a company na medyo matagal-tagal na sa Singapore. So, hindi kami yung technology na parang it appeared, no one tested it. It's actually tested and used na in another country. We just brought it here to make sure na the Philippines can use it to make their lives easier, di ba? Kasi convenient lahat. So, yun talaga yun. It started because we had the goal to make sure the Philippines actually progress. Because imagine mo, if meron tayong productivity, faster hiring, tapos better careers for all the students actually. Kahit nga yung mga unemployed, imagine mo kapag na yun, meron na silang papeles, di ba? It will really open a lot of doors. It's not really the lack of employment mismo sa Philippines, but it's more of the lack of skill set to keep all your papers. Kasi hindi naman tayo lahat may luxury to keep our papers at our houses. Imagine mo other people, their homes, they're sharing it with other people. They can't keep their documents that are important, right? So to make sure na safe siya, we put it in the phone na lang.
Yeah.
And that way, it's gonna be easier for everyone and more convenient sa lifestyle.
So it's true na sana hindi na papers kasi paper nasisira yan di ba? Sana digital na lang yun. Nasa blockchain
true.
Naka-secure and naka-save kumbaga. And especially now that I've remember lang. NBI clearance pala, isang problema din yun sa paglalabas ka ng Pilipinas or mag-a-apply ng trabaho. So maybe in the future nga FilPass can really kumbaga capture this whole network para very very smooth na ang lahat
diba, sana. Yeah. So, actually, sa NBI, I think one of their issues is kailangan may expiry date ba? Yung clearance nila. That's why we even made the solution nga in case we get them na as our partner. So, we're really trying to push for it in government. Kasi may expiry date din yung documents namin, which is a good thing. We can put it in. So for example, if they want it 2 weeks lang, pwede siyang 2 weeks lang. Tapos pag ayaw nila, gusto nila forever, pwede rin. Controlled talaga nila yung data. So okay siya.
So if you scan ng expired, wala, hindi na siya magagamit.
Wala, hindi na. So sabihin niya error or expired.
Okay. Okay. So, how's the experience parang building this network and yung implementation nga ng FilPass, especially you're the business development lead. So, maybe you can share some good things and some bad things with us. I mean, parang share lang maybe of how you've developed
success and
FilPass.
challenge, no? Opo. Okay, sige. Actually, a lot of success takes a lot of challenges rin actually. Ang daming ginawa, pero ang hirap. Especially in startup phase. Sige, let's start with successes. Successes, I think we got the partners at least. Because it's very hard to penetrate an industry na really not familiar with blockchain. I think the problem with companies kasi sa Philippines is that when they see something new, they tend to be like, ay, bago siya, wag na lang. Let's try. If someone else takes it, then we take it. So parang they look around and then sasali lang sila sa trend. Hindi sila trendsetter.
True.
Unlike other countries na they're like, OMG, this is a good industry. They start it, then they earn so much. Sa Philippines kasi parang medyo gumagaya sila sa who they think is pretty good. So we're like, ang sayang naman if you don't take something that can, kasi blockchain's gonna be like $1 billion industry in a while. So we're like, sayang if late kayo pumasok. Parang yun yung sinasabi namin. So that's one of the challenges. But successes, at least merong kumuha. Actually, we actually are having a pilot test with Comembo Elementary School. This is a Makati DepEd school na to. Finally, nakuha namin yung superintendent ng DepEd. Nagsabi, sige, pilot test niya sa school. We're like, yes, finally. And if it's good, right, maybe one day we can expand it to more DepEd schools. Kasi sayang imagine mo, public schools natin, if we could just lessen the work for the government, the teachers, and everyone. That's really gonna be fast. It's gonna be faster for everyone.
Yeah, and I've also seen sa organizational chart ng FilPass in yung website na mayroon mga community outreach team members. So can you just I'm just curious now how really
what they do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the community outreach team, they're divided in three parts kasi. Meron marketing dyan, may partnerships, saka may engagement. Usually yung marketing side, sila din yung bahala sa events. We have these monthly events and then they manage those events. Like they talk about blockchain to educate the market lang. And then to give away free stuff actually, like IDs, discounts to people who want to know about it. And then for the partnership side, sila yung kumakausap sa merchants, sa schools, ganyan. And then sa engagement, yun yung mga private network, sa mga government and all that. So medyo kami, quite a small team, but we are hoping na we are the productive team. Hindi naman sa yung parang big team na walang ginawa. So ayun, small team but trying to be as productive as possible. And then those interns, we are proud to say na lahat local yan. So sa Philippines talaga, hindi kami yung kumuha sa ibang country para lang magsabi, uy, mas magaling. Walang ganon. We really support local for the executives, the employees, and everyone actually.
Yeah, I think that's really important kasi FilPass nga is really serving the Philippine community. So, dapat, lalo na yung community outreach team members,
yes, tama yan.
Really the ones who will connect, kumbaga And speaking of these discounts and promos, I think you have some discounts and promos for our listeners. So, ano bang ating promos dyan na pwedeng ma-avail ng ating listeners? Maybe they can have their own ID. So, can you just give them the instructions how to avail of these promos?
Thank you for asking. Okay, super easy lang to avail of the promo. So first, register for an ID. Go to app.filpass.ph and then after you go there, register ka. Like, alam mo yung pag nagsisign in sa Facebook, ganun lang din naman siya. Make your account. Then they email you, you verify, then you get it. Tapos, ang gagawin mo lang, kapag punta mo, let's say, sa Rossini Restaurante, this is at Esmason, I think, that area. And then you just show your ID. So let's say, bibili ka ng pasta, kakain ka steak, ganyan. May 10% off ka na. And then for Berjaya Hotel, Makati also, may 500 pesos off dun sa mga stays nyo sa mga rooms. So kayo na bahala ano room kukunin nyo. Tapos meron din sa Cheesecakes at Yum PH. Tapos meron din kami mga phones and laptops sa CTI. Actually, there's quite a lot. It's gonna be posted in the FilPass page. So next time, pagka-press nyo ng FilPass page, lalabas siya. Actually, mga next month siya lalabas. Pero in our social media page ng Facebook, nandun naman lahat ng discounts. I-search nyo na lang parang discount, tapos FilPass, tapos lalabas yan. dun sa page. Yes.
Yeah. Even me personally, I'll do it maybe later after this conversation, after this recording.
Yes. Actually, also, for the people who like stationery, kasi yung mga notebooks, malapit na pasukan, di ba? If you go to minimalist stationery ng Shopee, ayan, Shopee easier na yan. Meron kaming code dyan. Tapos, bibigay namin sa inyo. Or i-text nyo lang yung chat nila. They're like, uy, we're from FilPass. Then send in your digital ID. And then they're gonna give you a code to give you like 10 to 20% off what you buy. So it's very good for Muji lovers out there, mga ganyan. Meron sa mga stationery dun. So kuha lang kayo.
Yeah. And then moving forward with FilPass, parang ano ba yung abangan namin? I really think it's great. It's really great parang what you're building, yung may digital ID and then nakakonect siya sa schools and then nakakonect siya sa mga employers and sa mga airlines, sa lahat-lahat. So ano ba yung parang aabangan and possible future uses pa ni FilPass na syempre, para ma-appreciate ng ating listeners kung ano ba ang abangan with FilPass?
Okay, abangan. Actually, yung hardest hurdle talaga namin, government, sana matapos, di ba? So, if ever lang natapos ang gobyerno at nakuha namin yung partnership, hopefully, pagka may business ka or startup ka in the future, since we're trying to help students grow, di ba? At least when you get your permits to have a business, hindi ka na mag-iintay at magpila, automatic na rin makakuha mo yung permit mo in a few minutes if the government partners with us. Did you know kasi sa Singapore 15 minutes tayo mo na magbukas ng business, nandun na lahat ng papeles mo. Tayo, di ba, ilan araw yan?
Oo, napakahirap na problema niyan sa Pilipinas.
Oo, I'm like, if nag-partner sila sa amin, we can help them na, imagine mo, in one day, you get all your paperwork done. Tapos all your permits, you don't need to hire too much accountants na just to fix that. Yeah, we're just gonna have like one system fixing everything. Super fast.
At saka, even with barangay clearance, yung mga yan, and especially yung problema ng Pilipinas na kailangan mo mag-present ng 2 ID, pero para makakuha ng ID, pero wala ka namang ID. So, I mean, for some reason, may ganong problem ang Pilipinas. Maybe nga, with digitalized na automatic and fast authentication, masasolve natin itong mga problema to ng Pilipinas. Pero,
actually, sorry po, go lang.
on the side of the government maybe and of the school mismo, administration mismo, parang ano yung benefit really for them? I know parang part din ito yung solving the problem of fake claims, 'di ba? Parang sometimes pwede kang kumuha ng diploma sa recto, ganyan. Pero so, ano ba talaga yung parang benefit nga for those organizations?
Honestly, for the organizations, in their standpoint or point of view kasi, anything na fake will become a loss of revenue or profit sa kanila. Kasi, as sad or as painful as it may hear, whoever gives a document, meron silang nakuhang pera, di ba? Product nila yun eh. Like, you pay, let's say, 200 for a document. Maybe 500. Maybe minsan umabot pa nga 3,000, di ba? For a document has a cost. Pero the reason why it's so high is because they hire so much people to verify, to issue, to validate, to print, to email, and to call the person. As in, there's like a 10-step process as to how you get your document. You call the person, you search sa website, you pay, bank transfer, verify. Di ba may ganun? Ang dami nun, promise. Like, mga 10 steps siya. Tapos, imagine mo, if we replace it with FilPass, not only will the organizations have lower costs, kasi instead of doing 10 steps, it will be cut down to 3. Someone just logs in, they pay for it, you approve it, na-send na. Tapos na siya. Easily verifiable pa. So, we're taking that out. We're making it easy for everyone. So, both the person receiving and both the business na giving their product. Imagine mo kasi, if you are a business, mas mabilis for you to earn money if people keep buying, di ba? And you're making it easier for people to buy. So why not take it? Because people will buy it more from you, di ba?
Yeah.
Yun.
Actually, I think parang yun din yung yung thought behind Singapore's kung bakit napaka-important for the Singaporean economy to really make it easy for businesses to transact and to register their businesses. Kasi nga, it entices more customers and it really keeps the economy flowing.
Yes,
do you have plans ba on working with the national ID? I mean, I'm just curious about that. Parang nasa
alam mo, sana accept nila.
Yeah. even BIR, even maybe sa yung mga titulo ng bahay. So lahat parang may ganun.
Titulo. We're actually having a project na there, pero lalabas siya in the future. Na yun, in process pa lang.
Yeah, okay. So, it is really exciting.
Pumunta para kumuha din. Yan.
Yeah, so it's really exciting, no? So, ano ba yung parang talagang vision ni FilPass maybe into the future? Parang ano ba nakikita niyo kumbaga Philippines with FilPass maybe like 5 or 10 years. So, ano ba yung parang the future?
We envision it to be a Filipino pass, FilPass. As in, isang ID, nandun na lahat. From school, to government, to business, to personal credentials. Everything in one ID. and pretty much making life easier for everyone. Yeah. From airports, lahat talaga yan.
Yeah, so it's really
That's the future na we're seeing.
Yeah, it's really amazing what FilPass is doing for the Philippines. So it's a startup, but it's really building something exciting and something very useful for the Philippines. So yeah, I think na-cover na natin lahat ng things. No, this is a very compact conversation. If listeners want to know more about FilPass, Becca, so where can they get more information? Maybe ayun nga, you can invite them again to download the app and to get an ID. So yeah, can you just invite them to know more about and to use FilPass?
Well, if they want to know more, they can go to www.filpass.ph or pwede rin kayong pumunta diretso sa Facebook page. Maraming pictures dun. Or if talagang gusto nyo, let's say, to try it out in your business. So, let's say may business ka or you're a school or a student org. Actually, we're giving sponsorships to student orgs din. So, pwede sila mag-contact sa amin. Just email us at b@filpass.ph or pagpunta niyo sa website, actually, merong button na book a demo. So, pindot lang kayo, tapos sabihin niyo na, we want to know more about it. Can we set a meeting? Tapos, someone will be answering you and setting a meeting. Tapos, if may concerns ka, let's say business ka, tapos we will solve those concerns for you. So, we make solutions for everyone, like digitalize everything. Ganyan.
Yeah, it's really a digital future. Kumbaga, yun, wala na tayong mga paper kasi paper also contributes to to
environmental issues.
Yes, exactly. And
true,
ayun nga, kung kapadala ka ng dokumento from I mean, maybe you're from Luzon, so yung mga documents mo nasa Luzon, pero mag-a-apply ka sa Mindanao. So, kaysa naman kuhanin pa yung mga papeles sa Luzon, no? So, if it's in FilPass blockchain authenticated database, madali na lang lahat ng bagay. Yeah. So, maraming salamat, Becca, no? This is a really mind-blowing conversation. I mean, really, I'm surprised. I didn't know na yun pala talaga yung ginagawa ni FilPass. And you really explained ano ba yung problem na nasa-solve ng blockchain tech, especially yung the digital ID. Yeah, so,
true.
Maraming salamat, Becca, for this.
Oh, thank you so much for having us too, Johnny.
Thank you very much to our 21 patrons. AskLexPH is our official e-learning partner. Get 5% discount on e-learning courses and certification programs on Lean Six Sigma, project management, data science, and many more using our promo code ALPHAXSUP. This episode is super powered by NutriCoach, the all-in-one productivity tool for dietitians and nutritionists. Looking for buy and sell online with Sigurado sellers. Benjoy's Food Products, the home of premium bacon ends, tapa, and tocino. And 8Chain, an 8-in-1 cryptocurrency project building one chain at a time, starting with MaxRep, Workout, and Earn. This episode is powered by ePlayment, Interleukin, and ROC.ph. Support us at www.patreon.com/startuppodcastph. Ignite Philippines, the country's premier innovation conference, is happening this October 10 to 14, featuring the Wildfire Pitch event where the winner will represent the Philippines in the Startup World Cup next year in Silicon Valley. Tickets now available at www.ignite.ph.